Our old workflow involved a bunch of steps. First, you had to give us the date and location through the online recognition engine. Then you had to say each name one by one for all the people in your images. Finally, you could edit each image in the gallery and then add a description that could be embedded into each image. With natural language tagging, we've reversed and consolidated this process. In the new online mode, you can describe your photos naturally in your own words to create a description that will be transcribed and embedded into each photo. From that description, we've written some intelligent parsing that automatically identifies the date, location, and people from that description. Now you can do most of what you need in just one step. So let me scan 4 photos real quick to show you how all this works. Here's some photos from my childhood. Now, I realize the only thing more boring than scanning your own photos is watching somebody else scan theirs, but stick with me till the end. It's going to be quick, and with each one I'm going to reveal some new variation of what's new in QromaScan 3. Chroma. This is my mother and sister at the Eiffel Tower in the spring of 1974. So when I triggered the online recognition system with the Chroma command, the recognition window popped open and I waited for the tone to sound before I began speaking. I said a sentence that contained 2 nouns from my relationship manager, a location and a seasonal date. From that, QromaScan was able to create metadata tags for the date, location, and people. Let's do another. But this time, instead of giving the Chroma command, I'm going to tap on this voice control indicator, which will do the same thing. This is my sister and I in our first house in the summer of 1974. So this is the same type of thing as last time, but I purposefully didn't give the location. Now I do know the full address of our first home, but if I have a lot of these types of photos to scan, it's a mouthful to say every time. What I'm going to do is use one of my pre-stored locations so that I can save some time every time I scan a photo that has my house in it. If you forgot the location of the presets, you can swipe up on the metadata window and then tap on it to dismiss. Location 3. Did you notice how my address got filled in now? Okay, let's do another. This is my sister and I in Almaden Plaza in San Jose in April of 1974. Now, if you paid close attention, you might notice something that I've done in the last 3 photos that demonstrates one new improvement that we've made in QromaScan 3. Before, you needed to give us the exact date in order for us to properly tag a photo. That's because the rules for that metadata field required a month, date, and year. Now we've added some fuzzy logic that allows us to fill in parts of that date for you. So you can give us just the month and the year, or even just the year, and we'll format it correctly. You can also give us a season and a year, like spring, summer, fall, or winter, plus a year, and we'll tag it for you properly. Let's do the last one. This is my dad and I at the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk in the summer of 1974 with Ruth Van Stepakowski and Wendell Stepakowski. So what was different about the last example was that I was able to say the proper names of the last 2 people, and we were able to correctly recognize and tag them. The reason for this was that those 2 names were in my iPhone's contact list, and this voice recognition engine can recognize them accurately. With this capability, you get the 3 most important elements of a photo, the date, location, and people, tagged with just one natural description. So my 4 photos are now scanned, and they each contain a full description, a correct date, a precise location, and a tag for each person. And we were able to do that quickly using the new natural language tagging capabilities of QromaScan 3. I think it's going to do great things for your photos.